Welcome, everyone, to Coaching in Session. My name is Micah Reardon, and I'll be your coach this evening. So today we have another Workshop Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about fitness. We're going to figure out what has been going on in your life, what has been going wrong to why you are not in the shape you wish you were. This is not a New Year's type of workout plan. This is not a fad diet type of workout plan. This is not a HIIT workout or a P90X type of workout plan. This is the workout plan you do in your mind. You still have to move. You still have to get out and work. But it starts with your mind. And people have bad habits when it comes to being in shape, getting in shape, staying in shape. They have terrible habits. And it's not so much that they can't change them. It's just that they don't know how to change them. And going beyond that, do they really want to change them? Because if you look at celebrities, regular people who's walking down the street, they might be perfectly fine in the body they have. Then again, they may say, I don't like the way I look, and they change it. If we take a look at how Oprah looked, for example, Oprah was going to be bigger, but then she got in shape. And I think that's important to understand. So let's take a look at Oprah. And to understand what that looks like. So this is her now. These are a lot of pictures of her now. And they did a really great job cleaning up her image, right? Before she was thinner. It's not going to be as readily available. So this would be the best picture available of when she had some size on her from that whole page. But of course, if you have a lot of money and you can, of course, expunge the internet, you can put exactly what you want up on the internet for the world to see. A little bit big hair, but again, not detrimental, right? We don't need to judge every pound, every ounce on someone, but just the fact she says, okay, I'm big, but I want to get in shape. And it wasn't that she wasn't beautiful, wasn't that she wasn't rich. It was because she wanted to live a healthier lifestyle. And I think that's where people struggle. They struggle on, do they want to live a better lifestyle? And you can see Oprah wanted to live a better lifestyle. So if people want to live a better lifestyle, why don't they go after more? Why don't they go after seeking a trainer? Why don't they go after a workout plan, staying on a diet? And then when they get to the goal that they're after, why don't they maintain it? And that's important. Why do they not maintain what they were going after? And it stems from their pre-existing notion of what fitness is to them, how their image was. And when we're young, we don't have much say in how we grow up, right? For example, if you are growing up and your parents are eating you fried chicken, or are giving you, not eating you fried chicken, but giving you fried chicken every night, that's not going to be good for your health, right? You might be overweight at this point. You might not know how to lose the weight. You might be getting bullied at school. And all for what? All because your parents didn't know how to feed you proper nutrition, So is it a parent's responsibility to make sure their kids are eating healthy? Or is it the child's problem that they are out of shape? And is it going to remain the child's fault until their whole life? Well, in the sense of, do parents cause obesity in children? The answer is going to be more than likely, right? When I was young, I would eat candy. I would use all my allowance money, all my birthday money, Christmas money, communion money. It didn't matter. If I had money, I'm going to buy something. And I would buy potato chips. I would buy candy, all of these things that are not conducive to being healthy. But I didn't gain anything. And I guess I can say it was because of my body type, right? Very possible. High metabolism, slender guy. But that doesn't necessarily mean it was going to be the sole reason for why I stayed in shape. Maybe to help, my mom was a nurse. She knew about health. She knew about being fit. And she didn't feed us junk food on a regular basis. It was usually home cooked meals. So proper parenting, that's where it starts. But then from that point, guess what happens? Habits start to form. If you're going to have the habit of doing what you did when you were younger, that's not conducive to a healthy body, guess what? You're not going to have a healthy body when you're older. Sometimes the habits we learn when we're younger are not appropriate for when we're older. So the younger habits you learn might not serve you anymore, especially as you age. Your body type changes, right? It becomes more difficult to lose weight when you're older. Metabolism starts to slow down. Maybe you can only have one cupcake before you gain 29 pounds. Who knows? And the other day, I want to post it today, and I want to post it on next week for the next week's show, is my Instagram. And on my Instagram, we can see I have a few cakes up here. 9 in total. Probably thousands of calories. I ate them all. Not a pound gained. But how did that happen? Was it magic? Did I take some magic formula, or did I pray to some deity saying, please don't let this weight come upon me after I eat these delicious cakes from Paper Root Bakery? No, that doesn't happen. That didn't happen. So I decided that after I eat these cakes, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of fasting, and I'm going to do a little bit more work at the gym. Go a little bit more harder. And that's what I did. And I'm exactly where I was when I started. And yes, I can do it again this weekend, and I can do it again the weekend after, and continue with the same process. But I do understand something about eating copious amounts of sugar. Diabetes, right? We want to stay away from that. But then at the same time, how much nutrition am I getting from those cakes? I'm getting carbs, I'm getting fats, and I'm getting a little bit of protein and a whole lot of calories. Well, I don't need a whole lot of calories. I sure as heck don't need a lot of fats. Carbs, need a little bit, but I could have had one piece of cake and been full on carbs for a whole day. I needed more protein, and the cake didn't necessarily give me that. So, and the sugars don't help either. They just add onto the carbs. So simply saying, yeah, you can have your cake and be in shape. But the problem comes to people not being in shape, and then they want them, they want their cakes, they want their sweets, they want their donuts, they want their coffee with sugar and cream. And the creamer with the sugar. not just regular cream. And people wonder why we have a problem in the United States, in Western society, Western civilization, on weight. They wonder, oh, how did this happen? How did I gain 15 pounds? I can tell you how. We don't pay attention to what we put in our body. We don't pay attention to how busy we are. And then before you know it, we are so inundated with our day that we are going to take whatever type of sustenance we can so we don't fall over. So if there's a McDonald's on the corner and I'm starving, guess where I'm going to stop? I'm stopping at McDonald's. And it doesn't matter if you like McDonald's, don't like McDonald's. You might like tacos and go to a taco truck. You might like pizza and stop at Domino's. It doesn't matter what type of food you get. But it matters how frequent you get this type of fast food. So we're going to be diving into the mindset of focusing on how to adjust your habits. So they're going to be helping you, your new habits, get to the body you want, get the body you dream of. And that's important. And people fail to understand exactly how to get the body that they're looking for because they do not even know the first steps. Well, here's going to be the first steps to get your body right. And it's a new type of method. And we want to create a mindset that's going to create a new average for yourself. Because if you see a person who is maybe overweight, they might be 10 pounds overweight, 20 pounds overweight, but they don't typically go past that, right? They stay in the realm of 10, 20, 50 pounds overweight, and they don't see much change. And the reason why is because they have a lifestyle, and that lifestyle is going to be exactly what's keeping them up there in their calorie intake, their calorie maintenance. So if you are 20 pounds overweight, that increases your calorie maintenance. And if your calorie maintenance is up there, then and you're eating the same amount of calories every day, of course you're going to maintain the weight. But God forbid something happens in your life, a tragedy, a death, and now you're stress eating and your calorie intake went up. Now your maintenance calories are not only being met, they're being doubled, and the weight starts coming on. So, yeah, there's a few problems that comes into mind. We can blame the type of body we have, our genetics, our DNA, blame mom and dad for the body that we have. Perhaps we're older and now we're blaming our age for all the problems that are coming into our life. Maybe we can be upset at the habits we received when we were younger. And we can curse mom and dad, saying, curse you, mom and dad, for taking me to McDonald's every day. And now I'm big and I can't lose the weight. It's all your fault. Well, at that point, you're just a victim. I sense no action. But the number one reason why people stay out of shape is because of their mindset. People fail to get the mindset needed in order to get the body that they want. They say they want to be in shape. They do actions to start to get in shape, but they don't finish what they start because it's not easy to get in shape. It's actually painful. And when people don't get immediate gratification, that's when they quit because they don't have a mindset that's resilient. They don't have a mindset that's structured for success and to be consistent onward toward their goals. That must be changed in order to get the body you want. Well, we do need to understand some science. And ever since COVID, science has been a big deal. Just look at the science. Science explains it all. Well, here's science for you. You're one of these 3 body types. And if you don't know what your body type is, do some research. You're either an ectomorph, a mesomorph, or an endomorph. And each of those body types is going to require a different type of workout. Each of those body types is going to require a different type of diet. What works for an ectomorph might not work for an endomorph. Now, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. But you should learn how to cater to your own body type. And I get questions from skinny guys who want to be big, and they say, hey, how do you get big? You seem, tall and lanky, and I want to get some muscles like you. Well, I say, do you really want these muscles? They're like, yeah. Okay. I was like, well, hour a day, 5 times a week. Then come talk to me. Whoa. I don't have that much time. Okay, then you're not going to get the muscles that I got. So figure out what type of work you want to do. So we have our body type and then what type of work we want. And just because you're an endomorph doesn't necessarily mean you're going to look like an ectomorph at the end of the day. You're going to have a different body type. And that's fine. Accept your body, right? But be healthy when you accept your body. And I find it so bewildering when people are overweight, obese, can barely go on the treadmill for a quarter of a mile, and they claim that they're in shape. No, sweetheart, you're out of shape. We need to fix that. We don't need to fix it because you look maybe 20 pounds overweight, because you look a little bit bigger for your size. It's because we want you to be healthy. We want you to live until your 80s, 90s, 100s, whatever you want. We want you to live to those ages. And COVID, what was the group of people who were susceptible to getting COVID and having a higher mortality rate? People who were overweight. We need to be in shape, not simply for aesthetics, but for health reasons in our life. So yeah, of course, we like the junk food, the pizzas and the hamburgers, and we want that. And we're being fed a steady dose of, this is what men look like, this is what women look like. And not until recently do we have plus size models on covers of Playboy, Swimsuit Illustrate, or Swim Illustrate, whatever that magazine is. And now we're accepting those types of body types. But it's not so much about accepting them, it's about accepting who you are in your skin. And even those people who have those type of endomorph bodies, we don't simply say they're out of shape, because you could be big and beautiful. But if you can't be healthy and beautiful, the battle's lost, because we need you to be healthy. We need you to live long. We need you to be focused on living a better life. And it begins with your eating. And if you're going out and you're eating food that's not conducive to a healthy diet, healthy body, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to maintain the body you have. And then that means you're going to lose weight. So simply cutting back on fast foods, you already are a step ahead of the game. And all while you do it, understand that you're a person who is worth something, right? You're a person who doesn't have to accept being called big, you're ugly, you're overweight. You get into the shape that you need to be in. And if you're satisfied with your body, then hey, that's fine with me. But understand, your image, whether you like it or not, attracts the people who are around you. And maybe money might have a factor in that. But when you look good, you're doing good, you're successful, people see that and they gravitate toward it. And your exercise routine, that's the easiest part. You tell yourself how many days you want to be in the gym or how many days you want to work out at home, and you do it. Set a calendar reminder on your phone and you do it. That's the challenge. But the challenge comes with hard work. Hard work. And people start that hard work all the time. Think about New Year's. Now they're ready to get in shape, ready to get on task. They go to the gym, hire a trainer, get a gym membership, and they go for 3 days. Why do they only go for 3 days? Some make it 3 months. I don't know. But what I can tell you is the work needed to get the body they wanted didn't happen. Or if it did happen, they didn't do what was needed and have the discipline to maintain it. So I'm here to give you the tools and the knowledge to help you focus on getting the body you want and then maintaining the body you want. And you can do that by going to revenconcepts.com. At revenconcepts.com, you can find my calendar, you can find reading material, you can find videos, you can find this workshop. And you can start to take action to get the body you want. It doesn't happen because you wish for it. It doesn't happen because you said, all right, I'm paying someone to get this membership. It happens because you will it. And when you will it and you put effort toward it, then you can start to achieve your goals. You can start to put the focus on your body where it's needed and work for the outcome you dream of. So let's get into how we're going to do this process, because it's important to understand this, because the first session, we're going to be talking about what everything you need to be successful, right? What are the things you need to be successful? So I call that the game plan. And we're simply just talking about you need this or you need that to be successful. So if you are a certain type of body type, these are the foods you should be eating. These are the foods you should be avoiding. If you are a certain amount overweight and we understand your calorie maintenance is well below what you're currently taking, then we just need to cope while you're eating. And then you can hopefully get down to where you need to be. Because people typically will overeat when they implement sugary drinks, sweet snacks, because even if we're full or if we had enough calories for the day, we always have room for some ice cream, right? We always have room for a Coca-Cola when we're thirsty. We always have room for some chocolate after a long, stressful day of work. That doesn't matter. We have room for it. So the game plan is understanding what we need, and this includes your diet. The game plan includes the diet you should be having, the workout you should be doing, and any and every question you would have or need to start. And we do that for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, we have a modification session. We talk about what was working, what didn't work. We look at how much weight you have lost, if you lost any weight. Because after 2 weeks, you should have lost at minimum 2 pounds. And that is at minimum. So if we're not losing weight, something is wrong. Whether that be you have bad habits, whether that be one of the foods you're eating does not agree with your body and is making you bloated, is making you retain weight. And I'm not worried about water weight. I'm not worried about losing that type of weight. I'm worried about losing fat, right? You do not need all that fat that's on you, right? If you want to gain muscle and then you gain a little bit of muscle and that counteracts how much weight you lose, that's fine. Because it requires more calories for you to maintain muscle than it does for you to maintain fat. So I would rather you be more muscular and lose 1 to 2 pounds and be more muscular, because I understand in the long run, you're going to be in better shape just by adding some muscle. And then a month happens, right? And we look at our successes and our failures. We look at the time when you were weak and you went to McDonald's after work. We look at the time when you said, I'm going to go to Starbucks and get a mocha frappuccino with a cinnamon bun. And we ask why. Because that why is going to be powerful. It's going to tell us exactly what needs to be done in order to avoid that type of failure again. And we also look at your successes. How many times did you go to the gym? Well, Mike, I was only able to go to the gym 2 times on the first week. But then after every other week, I was able to hit my goal of 3 times a week. For me, that is a small victory. That is a success. Yes, you missed the gym 1 time, but don't beat yourself up because you missed the gym 1 time. You were able to accomplish 3 weeks solid going to the gym 3 times a week. That is a small victory. That is a huge victory. And that is a success in my book. And we focus on that success because those successes feel good. And those successes drive us to a better us. And then after 2 weeks, we talk about adding and implementing new challenges. Not because your workout is no longer working, but because we need to constantly challenge ourselves. Otherwise, we won't grow. We won't lose the weight at a consistent level. The reason why people plateau is because they maintain a certain regimen until that regimen no longer works for them. Well, we're going to avoid some of that. And we're going to keep on challenging ourselves, and the workouts become a little bit more challenging. They become a little bit more strenuous. And that's going to require some adjusting. So we add new challenges. And then a week or 2 weeks later, there's a progress check, reassessment. And we say, all right, that is when we're going to look at everything. We've been working out for 2 months now. Where are we? How much weight did we lose? How do we feel mentally, physically? Understanding that. And then we reassess. Is it working? Yes. If it is, great. Let's repeat it. If not, let's modify it. Let's change it before I set you free. Well, you might be wondering, what does a plan like this cost? Probably too much for me. Well, I can assure you it is very reasonable. So for 2 months of coaching and being able to have someone who's helping you create a plan from the workout to the meals, all the way up to 2 months of coaching with modifications, with reassessing, progress checks, implementing new workouts, new challenges, is going to be a great bargain at $250. And you might think, okay, that's a really good price. And it is. Because my goal is not to put you in the poorhouse. My goal is to make sure you're getting in shape. That is the goal. I want you to be healthy, and I want you to start to implement the process before New Year's, because this is the trick. If you do not start before New Year's, the likelihood of you being able to become more fit in 2022 is going to drop drastically. We need to start now to get the mindset we need for January 1st. And at $250, that is a bargain. But I said, you know what? I need to throw something in there for people. So I wanted to make sure that last session, I'm not going to charge you for. That last session, we're dropping down the price to $150. 2 months of coaching and a free 5th session. $150. A bargain. Well, how do you get this bargain, right? Well, we want to start now, because this is only going to last for a short time. I'm not going to hold this price for very long. And the reason being is because it's going to be a very popular program, very popular workshop. So act now, act quick. Send questions, emails to michael@revenconcepts.com and ask about the New Age Fitness program, because this is the program that's going to get you finally in shape. The program that's going to get you the body type that you're looking for. And we do that by creating a new average. Is because at that point when you want to give up, right here, this is when people want to give up. I say, no thanks. So we create a new average. And for people who stay with the coaching program, this is going to be the results. You're going to keep on going up. For the people who try to do it by themselves, yeah, you do make some progress, but inevitably you fall back down, right? You fall back down almost to where you were. You might be in better shape, right? Lost 5 pounds, but where's the muscle, right? Where's the better eating habits? All of that's going to play a role in the new average. So how to find the new average fitness plan? Head over to revenconcepts.com, check out the contact form, make sure to contact me and figure out that process. If you simply want to email me michael@revenconcepts.com and send me over an email with New Average Fitness in the headline, in the title description. And be sure to take your spot. And this is not going to last long. I'm only going to keep this live for a few months, maybe that. Because I understand people are going to want to get in shape. Right? People are going to see themselves eating a lot of food, junk food for Halloween, a lot of good soul food eaten on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then all of a sudden they're going to say, well, now I need to lose weight. And it's January 1st. And they're going to be in the gym for 3 months and then they fall off again. And yes, you might lose the weight you need. But what happens if you just don't want to lose the weight you need? What happens if you want to get the body of your dreams, right? The body you maybe once had when you were younger. And you can get that body type back. And people fail to achieve that because they are unwilling to change their habits. So this plan, this workout plan, this new fitness average plan is going to create new habits in your life, new knowledge, new tools to get you to where you need to be. So highly recommend grabbing this program before it's gone. If you have any questions about the podcast, head over to coachingasession@gmail.com. We have a full list of interviews this month where I'm talking to health professionals, wellness coaches, people who do this every single day. And they are great people to talk to, great people to work with, to get a better understanding of your health and your fitness. Because you don't need me to tell you it's important for you to be in shape. You don't need me to tell you it's important to eat the proper foods and make sure you're getting a good balanced diet. But even though I don't need to tell you, you know deep down inside that you're not doing what needs to be done. And you're going to keep on doing the wrong thing if you don't implement a plan like the one I showed you, how to get the body you need, the body type you want, to get the mindset you need, to get the body you want. So definitely take advantage of that plan. If you have any questions for me, whether it be fitness, mindset, relationships, etc., head over to coachingasession@gmail.com. Send me an email. Would love to chat with you to see where you are and how it can help you further benefit your life and any situation that needs to be adjusted. So I will see you again on Friday. Take care.